thing that has so very much impressed me in terms of making the arts accessible to the community, and some incredible art that's being produced, whether it be literary, stage, or illustrative arts of some variety. And there are special individuals as well that are committed to it and have taken the initiative to actually put together a forum for people to begin to take in, appreciate, and learn more about the artists in the community. Craig Musselman joins us, author of Talent Next Door, a book that was released in November, if I'm correct. A really special initiative here to allow area artists to submit works for a juried experience that will then allow them to be published in this book. And Craig, welcome to the show. First off, maybe you could tell us a bit about what was that moment where the light went off and you said, "I must make this book." Was that the voice too, by the way?
Yeah, sort of.
Okay, good.
I was in the gift shop at City Hall, and I thought the products that they had on offer could possibly need some more local talent, because it was, things that say Kitchener on them. And I thought, well, maybe we'll have an arts type thing, and hopefully we'll get it in there someday.
Now, let's talk a bit about your history first off, and there's a reason why you chose to do this.
I got laid off from my job, and I went back to school for a year, and I did a diploma in web design and graphic design. And I knew the economy was going to be kind of rough when I was getting out, so I thought, okay, I need a project to do to keep me busy, because you can't just look for a job, of course, 18 hours a day. So I thought, okay, we'll have a contest. I'll liaison with all the local artists, and we'll see if I get any networking experience from that, because that's what they say to do.
And I find this a really special experience when you actually take the time to leaf through the books. The thing about trying to kind of connect yourself with the artists in your area is often you rely on the internet. And it's a broad search that can take you on a multiple different, variety of different tangents, which make it hard to streamline your understanding. Whereas this is as easy as turning pages, and you see, I mean, in terms of the diversity of the artists that are represented in this book, I mean, the mediums, you're talking everything from digital to sculpture to
pretty much anything that's in the fine art realm got in the book. I was actually quite amazed by the variety. I was expecting a lot of like mountains with a river and trees, but it was totally fine art based and not like a cliched sort of thing that you would expect. You didn't think if your area was really talented, but it was.
Well, this is it. I mean, I think we again, it's this self-perpetuating kind of myth that we believe that to have artwork of a certain sophistication and dealing with certain themes, that you need to be in a major metropolitan center like a Toronto, Montreal. Couldn't be further from the truth.
No.
I mean, there are some really dynamic subject matter covered in this, and approaches, stylistic approaches.
I was quite shocked at the entries that I got, because you don't know what's out there, and then you see like 150 entries come in, and you go like, wow, they're all different, and they're all amazing.
So, okay, let's talk about this process, okay? So there you were in a gift shop, came up with an idea, hey, we need a book. Da-da-da-da. So day one, so how did we get artists to submit, and how were they chosen?
Well, I trolled through the internet, and I went, okay, well, there must be some societies, so there tends to be pockets of artists that they're either in an art gallery or they're on a website, and so I went through them, and I got their emails, and I sort of started sending emails to them, and if I got a response or not. Usually once I got one person in a group, they would tell all their friends, and then I would get like 5.
Wow.
So then I went around to some of the galleries, and there's some local support galleries like the Button Factory, say, in Waterloo, or the Uptown Gallery in Waterloo. And if you go in there, like there's a bored person working in the store that sits there, and you go and you talk to them for 20 minutes, and then you tell them about the book and tell them what you want to do. And I made up a sample book or some samples of pages, and I'll show them, like, oh, that's really exciting, and then you tell them that, and they tell their friends, and basically it grows from there.
And again, you had a jury, so you had some individuals come forward that you kind of placed with the task of kind of deciding what pieces were selected for the book.
I wanted to have something on the back cover that was a little larger. I went with a whole montage cover, just a bunch of thumbnails, so no one was special on the front cover, so I didn't have to worry about politics of who got to be on the cover. So I thought, okay, well, the ones in the back, well, maybe some of them better than others, maybe I'll make them a little bigger. So I thought I'd pick 4. So I'm on a competition site for Photoshop, which is what I mostly do. So I went out to some international friends that are very talented, that do well on that site, and I got them to, once I had the book complete, I sent them a copy, a digital copy of it, and I said, go through and pick your top 5. I wanted them to pick their top 1, but I thought, okay, that's too hard, so I'll give them 5 and then hit them with pick the top 1 afterwards. So they went through to pick the top 5, and I mentioned those all in the book. And then I said, okay, pick your top 1, and we'll put them bigger on the cover and give them a little yellow ribbon in the book to signify that they were the best ones.
Wow. And really incredible. And when you talk about, I mean, again, the diversity that is represented here is exceptional. And one particular artist that I was fascinated by that you brought to my attention, Megan Sins.
Yeah.
Who is a legally blind artist and still manages to produce work. I'm going to hold it up here. And again, maybe you can tell us a bit about Megan here.
She's legally blind. She cannot see in daylight, pretty much. So she paints almost in pitch black, she said. And
she paints what she sees.
She said this is what her world looks like. So it's very monotone, very high contrast.
There we go. So it's actually, this is where my dyslexic, the one that's really contrasty, I'm going to say left or right, but I'm dyslexic. That one right there. Okay, very good. Yeah, remarkable. And this is the thing about art, that it really is. It's representative of an individual experience, individual form of expression, and again, all sorts of different, I mean, some of the, aside from the artistic expression here, what blows me away is the technical proficiency is in a lot of cases unmatched. Like some of the figurative drawing is unbelievable.
I was shocked. It's super realist drawings that some of they came in with my computer and my email, and I thought, oh, this is a photograph. Oh, it's a pencil drawing, and it's just amazing.
Unbelievable. So I think it's really, I mean, we're seeing the website up there, talentnextdoor.com. If you're interested in finding out not only more about the book, but kind of having a more intimate understanding of the arts community that we're so fortunate to have in the Waterloo area, why not pick up the book? Ideal gift. I mean, we're in the holiday season. If you're looking at even as a host gift, it's a beautiful coffee table edition, and again, it's a real journey. It's a book that, because of what's in here, you could revisit time and time again and kind of not get bored of. You'd see something new every time. So talentnextdoor.com. Craig, thank you so much, and congratulations on a remarkable accomplishment. And I think our arts community is so very fortunate to have someone such as yourself who took the time and put this together.
And I'm doing another one for Cambridge and Guelph now, so there'll be another one.
When do you sleep?
I don't.
All right, Craig, thank you very much for being on the show. There is more daytime to come, so stay with us.